Hey there! So, if you're lucky enough to own a cottage or a lake house, you know it's more than just a building. It's a special place. But that dream of turning it into a little income generator, well, that can turn into a full-blown second job fast. Today we're going to walk through how Homeseeker is set up to make renting your property not just profitable, but actually genuinely stress-free. Let's dive in and see how they pull it off.
You look at your property and you see all this amazing untapped potential. But at the same time, you're probably asking yourself, is the reward really going to be worth all the hassle? It's a real balancing act, and that's the core dilemma for so many owners, and it's exactly what we're going to unpack right now.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. Does this question feel a little too real? I mean, juggling the bookings, the guests, the cleaning, all that paperwork, it can turn a dream investment into a total headache. If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone.
And these are the usual suspects, right? The big worries. There's that fear of property damage, the constant pressure to keep your calendar booked solid, the never-ending ping of messages from potential guests, and, oh yeah, that confusing maze of paperwork and permits. These are the headaches that make you wonder if it's even worth it.
And this is where the whole story shifts. See, Homeseeker isn't about just slapping a Band-Aid on one or two of those problems. It's a system, built from the ground up to take on every single one of those worries we just talked about. So the real question is, how do they do it?
Well, it all kicks off with a really clear, structured journey. Instead of you having to figure everything out on your own, Homeseeker lays out a simple path to get your property launched and ready for success. There's no guesswork here, just a clear step-by-step process.
And here it is, the whole roadmap laid out for you. It's just 7 steps that cover everything, from the first survey and getting all the licenses sorted, all the way to smart pricing and the big launch day. Having it all laid out like this just makes the whole thing feel so much more manageable, you know? And the best part? Your role in this is actually pretty simple. It all begins with a straightforward survey where you tell us all about your place. After that, the Homeseeker team really takes over the heavy lifting. They're the ones who navigate that whole complex world of audits and permits for you.
All right, so with all the boring groundwork laid, we get to the fun part, making your property look absolutely irresistible to guests. This is where Homeseeker mixes a little bit of art with a lot of science to create a listing that doesn't just show a place to stay, it sells an entire experience.
Wow, you can see the difference right away, can't you? Over on one side, you've got your standard, kind of flat photos, but on the other, you've got the Homeseeker approach. It's not just a picture of a room, it's an invitation. You can almost feel yourself relaxing in that chair. And that is what makes people click that Book Now button.
So how do they get those incredible shots? It's all part of a very specific strategy. It's about using the furniture and items you already have to create this warm, lived-in vibe. It means staging those chairs perfectly on the dock, getting the fire pit glowing, and using drones to capture those jaw-dropping hero shots of the whole property.
And this is where all those pieces come together. You take the amazing photos, you add a story-driven description, and you combine it with a smart pricing strategy. That's what Homeseekers calls their perfect listing framework. It's their proven system for turning your property into that premium experience that the best guests are actively looking for.
Now, a beautiful listing is awesome, but it's only half the battle. To really maximize your income, you have to pair it with smart pricing. This is where we leave behind those old set-it-and-forget-it rates and move into a really dynamic, data-driven strategy.
This breaks it down perfectly. Homeseeker starts by setting up pricing based on seasons and holidays. But it doesn't just stop there. The rates actually update automatically based on what's happening in the market right now, and they'll even use targeted promos to fill any of those last-minute gaps. The goal is simple: keep your calendar full and your income flowing. So you might be thinking, okay, if I hand over the management, does that mean I give up all control? Nope, not at all. A huge part of this being stress-free is you always knowing what's going on. Let's take a look at the tools Homeseeker uses to make sure that happens. So instead of your inbox getting flooded with emails, everything is streamlined into a dedicated WhatsApp group. For your first few bookings, you'll get a quick summary of the guest and their stay. All you have to do is reply with a simple "book it." It's direct, it's easy, and it keeps you in the driver's seat. And for the big picture view, you've got your own personal owner's portal. Just think of it like your command center. In here, you get a completely transparent look at how your property is doing. We're talking occupancy rates, revenue, detailed financial statements, the whole shebang. No hidden details, just clear, easy-to-access data. But what about when things go wrong? Because, let's face it, sometimes they do. A pipe leaks, an appliance breaks, what happens then?
Well, Homeseeker turns those urgent crises into a simple managed process. They document everything, they file any necessary claims, and they handle all the back and forth communication. It turns a potential disaster into just another item on the to-do list.
And let's not forget the most important thing. It is still your cottage. So when you want to use it for a family weekend or a getaway, you just log into your portal and block off the dates. It's super simple and ensures you get that perfect balance between earning income and actually enjoying your own place.
So after we've gone through this whole process, from sorting out the initial paperwork all the way to managing guests and the finances, we finally arrive at our destination.
And this is it. This is the end goal. Your beautiful property, no longer a source of stress, but a successful, professionally managed home that is finally realizing its full financial potential. This is what the whole Homeseeker journey is all about.
And this is the partner that gets you there. It's a complete solution, really, designed for owners who want all the amazing benefits of renting out their property with none of the burdens.
At the end of the day, it really all comes down to this one simple, powerful promise. It's the answer to that question we started with. Does managing your property feel overwhelming? With a system like this, the answer is a clear, confident no. So the only question left is, are you ready to relax?